Welcome to game number 2 between Killer and Bubbles. Bubbles spawning as the red tear in this game, so let me update this overlay to show him as that, and I accidentally updated Killer to red. Nope, Bubbles, you are the red one. So it is going to be another TVZ. This is game number 2, and Killer took game number 1, and we have a little bit of lag. I don't see any players really complaining. This is definitely a little bit odd. Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure that's not me. It doesn't look like it's me. But I'm going to be taking some precautions really fast. Just double checking everything because I don't want to be causing lag. I normally don't, and I don't have any programs open that would cause lag. So my game appears to be lagging. Doesn't look like it's the players though, so I guess everything's good. That's just a little bit funky. It's looking like it's settling now, so there are a few observers in here that can cause this. Any Katu, so it looks like one of the other casters did that, and now hopefully it starts evening up. It should. We do have a barracks coming up for Bubbles, and an overload coming out from Killer, so we'll see what happens. The last game we did... Is that me now? What is going on? Why do you keep pausing for a second? Hatch is coming up for Killer at 15, and now this one drone is going to scout, so Killer this game, unlike game number 1, is going to be getting a lot of scouting information. Bubbles did choose Xel'Naga Caverns. He is going for a gas and not doing a gasless expand, and let me try one last thing. Yeah, that can't possibly be me. I'm looking at my processor right now and stuff, and let's see, what is my utilization? 50%, 60 memory. I should be fine. My other computer doesn't look like it has a high latency, so yeah. This is just odd. And the drone is attacking the supply depot. And again, I'm sorry for anyone in the VOD for the lack of cast. I'm just puzzled right now. There we go. I wish I was a referee so I could ask the players if they're lagging, but they're not complaining, so I doubt they are. Now a Reaper is going to be coming out from Bubbles, and we're just going to go on like this isn't happening. Bubbles does have an SCV going around the map, and again, I'm sorry for this. I have no clue what is going on. But enough talking about that. We do see Bubbles opening up, and I wish I could ask... And I'm trying to find out if it is. I mean, the players aren't complaining, so it could be just an observer thing that's reminiscent of the one lagger. I have no idea what goes on without it, but this Reaper is going to be going down to the Queen. Does get one drone kill and doesn't really see too much with that. Another Reaper is coming out, though, so Bubbles going with double Reapers right now. And I thought this was just going to be a Reaper fast expand. Well, he is going to be doing a Reaper expand, but building that second Reaper is a little bit uncommon. It looks like the game has settled. Finally, it has settled. So, that was just a little bit odd. The Reaper going to be coming in, taking out one link, and now going to try to go for that second link. Never mind, the Reaper is going to be going behind there, going to hop down and go right back up and try to pick off more and more drones. Bubbles just trying to play as aggressive as he can. And looks like one more drone. No, it gets pulled, and the Queen forms a block, and that second Reaper does absolutely no damage. So 2 Reapers have gone down, and only 1 drone has died. So Killer right now coming out on top of those engagements. We do have a tank with siege mode on the way, and now Bubbles going to build the bunker and a supply depot, getting this wall up so he can safely take an expansion. Spine Crawler is being built. The Queen gonna be laying the tumor down, and the second Queen looks like she wants to. She hasn't just yet. Looks like this Queen wants to connect the 2 creep, and he's gonna be missing out on 2 vomits if he does so. And is he gonna choose? The Queen can throw down the creep tumor. What's she gonna do? We're just waiting now to see what that queen does, and yes, he's going to miss out 2 creep injects just to get those tumors out. 2 more barracks are going up for Bubbles, and that is infuriating, those pauses. Siege mode is done, and a tank is coming out for Bubbles. Going to this work account, let's see what we have. 41 drones, 44 drones now to 30 SCVs. 46 applied to 54. Keep in mind that Bubbles did lose quite a bit more than Killer, just because those 2 Reapers did absolutely no damage. 1 drone died, and you can do that with a single Marine that walks across the map. And now we have double creep tumors down here. The one that... it's actually got 3 creep tumors out, so he is going to be expanding very fast across this map with those tumors. The one expanded the high ground and low ground is now going to be hopping down here and going to expand this side. These 2 going to be expanding down here. This one, of course, is going to vary down this hallway. And Killer is just going to have vision of so much of the map. And again, just look at this Overlord spread. Just like in game number 1, so good, has vision pretty much anywhere. This guy does not get dropped often because, hey, Overlord spread out everywhere. If I was playing against him, maybe I'd open with 1 Viking just so I can go and pick off the Overlords, as it looks like this is something he does every single game. Just so diligent about that. Overlords in every possible good position. Spire is coming out for Killer, as long with his macro hatch, and it looks like he's gearing up to take his 3rd base. So he is just macroing away the Spire, about halfway done. And Bubbles this time looks like he's just going to go straight for a Marine tank and do some aggression. Now let's see what Bubbles Killer has for defense. 30 Lings right now against 4 tanks and 15 Marines. And if he catches this out of position, I think his Lings could just decimate this force. Bubbles going way ahead on this creep. Doesn't kill this one. Kills this. Spine Coil is blowing up, and Lings and Banelings are coming out. And looks like he's going to be setting up for the pincer. And there we go, going in from both directions. Bubbles looking like he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Those Banelings doing so much damage. And Bubbles didn't really do anything. That was such a good engagement from Killer. This is why I was saying he is such a good player. And game number 1 was such a good engagement. Doing that pincer, making those tanks not do too much damage. And, well, the Marines had nowhere to run. And even this drone wants to get a part of the action, taking out these rocks so he can take his gold base. And meanwhile, Bubbles is going for 2 barracks, 2 more, so definitely going to be heavy on the Marine play. You have double E-base coming up, so you will be getting lots and lots of upgrades. So it's going to be heavy tank Marine. He has this reactor starport, so getting double medevacs. May build another reactor starport so he can deal with Broodlords when they do come. But Mass Viking is not the way to deal with them, just because of fungal growth on your Vikings. That just takes them out so easily. Looking like Killer wants to go back in with some Muta harassment. Only 6, and there's no missile turrets this game, so those Mutas going to do a lot of damage again, even though they don't wait till they have that critical massive Mutas to take out missile turrets. And Bubbles a little bit late pulling back. I guess that 1 tank was holding them up, but those Mutas have killed 17 workers thus far. And now the Muta's going back. And Bubbles not doing too much. Looking like he wants to take his 3rd base, but he is definitely behind this game. It's 140 supply to 100 supply. And that is a big difference. And uh-oh, this drop gets spotted and taken out very quick because, well, Killer, he pretty much has observer mode on, meaning he can see everything because of that Overlord spread. Medevacs aren't going to be sneaking around the map, and now it's a 90 supply to still the 140. And this gold base looking like it is going to be taken very soon. Those Mutas come in, pick off 1 SCV building a missile turret, but don't get that 2nd one in time. Marines do scare away that Mutas, along with the 1 missile turret. But Killer, he has his lair. He's not going for a hive just yet, getting his infestation bit, and here we go. Link is going back in, taking out a few Marines. And this is a orbital command. At this point in the game, since none of Bubbles' things have really paid off. I'd really question this Orbital Command. I'd get a PF just to be safe. But maybe from last game, he knows, oh, Killer will just take out my PF with Banelings and it will do nothing. And Killer really massing up the lanes. He has 1-0. Those Marines are 1-1. That +1 armor is just, well, it looks like it's just about done, but it's still got another 60 game seconds. The mutas do have +1. And Lings on Marines. Those medevacs are now coming in to start healing up, but more Lings come in, and they do get this round. Medevac does pick up, but will be going down to these mutas. 100 supplied to 145 supply, and now looking like Killer is going to abuse this backdoor. There is a deeper there, but he has Banelings with this. No, he doesn't have any Banelings with this, but he has a lot of units, and these tanks sieged up back here, so they're going to have to unsiege, which does take a while, and I think this is going to do a lot of damage. Actually, Banelings are coming from behind. And are they going to blow it? Doesn't look like they do anything. And now going to this middle line. Uh-oh, Banelings coming in this middle line. Going to do so much damage so quickly. And Bubbles, I don't know if he can recover from this. Losing 39 workers in 15 minutes of this game. Mutas taking out one barracks. Do fall back. Now 100 supply to 160. We do have one lone Marine going around the map trying to find those scouting overlords, and looks like he will find one of them. And 2 medevacs coming out, wandering alone, no guys in them. Swarm of mutas going to be coming in and picking off one medevac, and now going to get that second medevac. Mutas picking off the supply depots now and getting whatever they can. Lure these Marines back out here. And through the line of sight blockers comes Lings and Banelings. Those Banelings leaded the pack. Then those Marines would have went down. But 2 supply depots go down now. Maybe only 1. That is burning to the ground. Will it get repaired? Bubbles, let's see what his workers are at. 51 to 80. It's 180 supply to just 120. Killer just so on top of his game. And yes, that supply depot does burn to the ground. And now both those supply depots go down. I like that he switched supply depots once this one got heavily injured, letting his AoE do the max it possibly can. Meanwhile, Killer has remackered a force just in case this force dies out. He's got another one back home. And Bubbles has to make something happen soon. 200 supply for the Zerg. He's just going to be stocking minerals now. And a Greater Spire is on the way. And Bubbles is going to defend this force, but at the same time, Killer comes in with everything else, and there goes the GG. Killer will be in the finals. And again, my apologies for if that casting was kind of subpar. That lag definitely threw me off.